In this video, we are going to see subtotal in Excel. Then what is subtotal? Subtotal is mainly used to find out subtotal on a given range of cells, or it can be on a given list of numbers, right? This function performs a specified calculation provided by the user on a given set of values, or it can be on given set of numbers, or it can be on given range of cells. This particular function, that is subtotal function, is an inbuilt function or predefined function in Excel. This function will come under the category of math and trig function, that is mathematical operations and trigonometrical functions can be performed here. Subtotal will not only just add the numbers or total the numbers in a range of cells or in a defined range of cells. This particular function will help out to perform other different arithmetic operations. This function can perform total 11 operations such as average, count, to find maximum, minimum, product, standard deviation, and apart from that even we can total the numbers or add the numbers. Subtotal function is versatile. Why it is versatile? Apart from summation, we can use it to find out average, count a bunch of cells, and do other calculations. Now we will see the syntax or the format of subtotal. When we see this particular format, this will begin with equal. Then here comes out with the function name subtotal. Within the set of parentheses, the first parameter is function num. Function num is nothing but number. A number specifies which function to use in calculating subtotals within a list or within a range. For example, think that we have to perform average. In that case, we have to provide their function number will be 1. Suppose if it is count function, in that case, function number will be 2. Suppose if it is for maximum, it will be 4. For minimum, 5. For product, it is 6. The same way for standard deviation, it is 7, and for sum, it is 9. Right? The next comes out with the second parameter is of reference 1. A reference 1 is nothing but a range or a reference to a subtotal. The next one we have reference 2, reference 3. This will be optional because the range or a reference which will go for the subtotal here. Right now we will see the example, one practical example, how to perform the subtotal. Before we proceed with the example, by using subtotal function, it is used to exclude filtered or hidden rows when calculating a total. Let's begin with the example. A simple table is taken here where this table consists of two different columns. One we have product name, the other one we have the sales. In product name we have taken books, pens, folders, calculator, sketch pens. And later on the other side we can see the sales. The sales is for different months and for a particular year. Before we go for the subtotal function, the product name column has to be sorted either in ascending order or in descending order. Later, we have to go back to formulas tab. In formulas tab, here comes out with math and trig category. In this here we have to go back to subtotal function. Subtotal function is one of the important and useful function in Excel. What is the other way to go? The other way will be via the data tab also we can go. Then here comes out with outline group and then comes out with the subtotal. Before we click on subtotal, first select the table. Then later we have to go back to subtotal. Okay, what is the other way? Via sum function also we can do it. We can find separate total for books, calculator, folders, pens, sketch pens. But in that case what happens? We have to enter separate formula for books, calculator, folders, pens, sketch pens, and later we have to add. This will take lots of time. Instead of this, here we have subtotal. Just click on this one. Once we click, here we can see a dialog box has come down. The first option, at each change in, where we require a change. We want a change for the product name, not for the sales. In sales we have a number where it will go for the calculation. Then use function. Which function? There are total 11 functions are available. Right now default is sum. Right now we will see for sum. Then add subtotal to which one? Which column we have to add the subtotal? That has to be taken for the sales. Here we have other things are available like replace the current subtotals. We will be getting for each product total, and even we will be getting even the grand total below the table. Summary below the data also has to be displayed. Then click OK. Once we click OK, we will see the change. Things all can see here. We can see here the change. Product name, then books total has come down. Calculated total has come down separately. This will take hardly few seconds. Only the thing is we have to learn it. Folders total, pens total, sketch pens total, then later we can see the grand total also. Now we have to see only totals of the product, that is books total, calculator total, folders total and the grand total. In that case we have to go for grouping and ungrouping. Let's see how this has to be done. On the left hand side of the Excel window, here we can see grouping, ungrouping can be done, right? Just click on this one, calculator, that is for folder. Grouping is done, right? Right now we will see only total, correct? We have to see only grand total. Right now we can see only grand total, correct? The same way we can go for even ungrouping also. Just click on this minus. These options are available here also. Show in detail, hide the detail, right? Hide the detail. Then hide the detail, correct? Select for folders total, show detail. Let's see what this 1, 2, 3 on the left hand side of the Excel indicates here. 1 indicates what? 2 and then 3. Just click on 1. See what happens here. We can see only grand total. Suppose if I just click on 2. This will display as per the product name. Books total, calculator total, folders total, pens, then grand total. Suppose if I just click on 3, then what happens? It will display, it will ungroup. We can see in detail, right? Now we will see the other operations in subtotal. For that we have to select first the table, then go back to subtotal. Here use function where sum is selected. Instead of sum we have to select here for the count. Let's see for the count function. Then click OK. In case of books there are 4, calculator 2, folders 5 are there, that indicates here for 5 different months. Pens 3, sketch pens count 3, and grand count is total 17, right? Now we will see for other operations. I've just done undo, then go back to subtotal. Instead of count, let's see for maximum, then click OK. In case of books, when we see the maximum is 200. In case of calculator, it is 60. In case of folders, it is 190 is the highest. Then in case of pens, 100 is the highest. Then sketch pens, it is 90. Then what will be the grand maximum? This will be taken from all the 5 different categories of product, that is from the books, from the calculator, from the folders, pens and sketch pens. Out of this, the maximum is 200, which is available in books. Here also we can hide the things. We can display only the grand maximum. The same way we can display the maximum of only the books, calculator, folders, pens and sketch pens, or even we can go for display the complete information. Grouping is also referred as outlines. What the outline will do? Outline will allow the user to organize the data, as well as it will allow the user to temporarily hide the data which you want to hide the content and which has to be displayed. Suppose if I have to just hide only the books, in that case it is hidden. Only folders, even this is also hidden, right? Thank you. Keep watching the video series which are uploaded on the channel.